Peterbot has just put all of the haters to rest now, winning week 2 of FNCS finals and proving that he is not carried by the Grim Gate coin and that he is still one of the best players in the world. FNCS week 2 was absolutely insane. I'm going to be covering every single thing that happened in today's video. Real quick for studio starts though, I'm actually trying to hit 50,000 subscribers by the end of summertime. We are literally 800 subs away, so if you guys want to help me reach that goal of 50k, and if you're new to the channel, just please subscribe and turn on notifications. If you guys want to support me even more, the best way to do so is by using code KDOG in the Fortnite item shop. Without further ado though, let's get straight into this video. All right, so we just gotta start off by obviously going over that top 10. And in first place, like I said earlier, we had Peterbot and Poyo on 295 points, winning 1 out of the 6 games, having an average elims of 5.6 and an average placement of 8.5. I want people to remember that average placement right there, because that has been one of the main things that a lot of people, including myself, have been talking about, is in any opens tournament, Peterbot and Poyo pretty much just W key every single game, and they end up getting like a bunch of elims, but their average placement is always just terrible. I remember I said this earlier on this season. I said that they just need to be able to control their W keying and know how to balance playing placement compared to just W keying every single lobby, and that was one of the main reasons why they were struggling so much to be able to qualify. Another reason to me is just simply because of how broken the Nitro was before it got nerfed. A team like Peterbot and Poyo, who are just fighting everybody, anytime a team is just able to Nitro into your box and instantly eliminate you, it's always going to slow your momentum down and ruin your games. We are finally seeing Peterbot and Poyo, who I believe have the best drop on the map, especially for stacked FNCS lobbies. You can out heal Surge with that Siphon coin, as well as they have the best AR in the game, and getting Surge with that AR is just so easy. This team is looking very good going into heats, and I'm very excited to see what they can do in this season's grands. Second place though, we had Re and Rituals. Re and Rituals were literally like first place in this whole tournament for like 5 straight games, all the way up until the very last game, where Re actually got landed on by 2 random people, basically just trying to grief his whole tournament, and they ended up dying off spawn. Re honestly should have won this tournament, and if you look at the point discrepancy between first and second place compared to third and everyone else after that, it is pretty crazy. Re and Rituals had 290 points in 6 games, and then in third place we had Batman, Booga, and Rapid on 240 points. I want to give a quick shout out to Batman, Booga, and Rapid though, because they were actually contested by Bucky and Okis, and this team was still able to finish in third place. And if you look at how Bucky and Okis did, let's just say they didn't do the best. They finished in 48th place on Bucky's birthday, so I mean, it wasn't the best day for Bucky, but you already know what he's about to do now, so I don't really think he cares in the grand scheme of things. But shout out to Batman, Booga, and Rapid for still pulling off a third place while being contested. In fourth place we had Cooper and Kanata. It's really good to see them finally do well this season. They have been struggling so much, and this is a team that I had such high hopes for going into this grand finals, especially after getting third place in last season's FNCS grand finals and qualifying to the LAN event already. This was one of my favorites for like getting a top 5 or even a win in this season's FNCS grand finals. They've just been struggling a lot since the bow got removed, so it is good to see them finally getting back on their A game and finishing in 4th place in weekly finals. And 5th place we have ClickN Vino. It wasn't like the best day for ClickN Vino, but it wasn't the worst day as well. They didn't have like any insane performances where they were like popping off and getting a bunch of eliminations or like winning a game or anything. They were kind of just like playing consistent some games, and then other games they would die in mid game, but still being able to finish top 5. This team is literally top 5 like almost every single finals lobby they've played in this season. Well, recently at least. The first 2 duo cash cups, obviously they got 22nd and 20th, but since then this team has looked absolutely unstoppable. If the fists don't get added back into the game, this team could 100% be able to win grand finals this season. In 6th place we had Muzz and Trashy. Muzz and Trashy has always been my underrated team this season. This team is more of a set lobbies team than a cash cup team. I'm very excited to see how they are able to do in FNCS heats coming up as well. Visual and Braids finished in 7th place, Dukes and Spinks in 8th, Bryson Bolts in 9th, and then Playify and Higher in 10th. Obviously though, we did have a lot of other big teams outside of that top 10, so let's talk about how those teams actually ended up doing. A little bit of a disappointing placement today for Aiv and Buga. They finished in 16th place after winning round 3 yesterday. I don't really know exactly what went wrong with this team today. They just weren't really playing the best. Their best games was a 3 elimination 7th and a 3 elimination 6th. Other than that, they were like dying in the mid game and dying in early game. Another team that was super disappointing today was 17th place of Tayson and Yamzo. This was actually my pick to win today's today's tournament, and you actually saw Tayson have his first complaining tweet on Twitter today. Well, first complaining tweet since moving to NA. We all know that he always did complain on like EU all the time, but he said, why does no one in NA want to rotate? They all just sit in zone until it touches them and then they run and shoot on rotate. And then Yamzo basically just tweeted that this week is a learning experience and hopefully they are able to do better going into heats. This team is obviously already in upper bracket and everything like that. I think they'll be able to qualify for grands very easily, and I still do think this is a top 3 team on the region. Despite what today's performance says, this was like their worst performance all season. In 19th, we had Pink and Miros. That was kind of the thing for a lot of those big name teams, is they just really weren't performing up to their standards. I still think Pink and Miro could be a top 10 team on this region, and 19th today is just a little bit disappointing. And then finally, a team that I was very surprised to see was actually struggling with Storm Surge was Epicwell and Threats. They finished in 30th place today, getting 60 points in 6 games. Their best game was a 4 elimination 14th, and if you were watching them, they were basically just dying to Surge, or they had to fight to be able to get Surge. It just really wasn't the best performance for them today at all. Honestly, one of the highlights of this tournament though is we actually got to see ClickN Vino contest Peterbot and Pollo on high ground, and I want to show you guys that clip really quick.
Yep, here it is. They're going for it. They are going for it. Oh, Veno with the sneak. Oh, such a nice play. Veno sneaks up on Peterbot. But now Pollo's cranking on top of Clicks. Clicks versus Pollo. Who can do it? Clicks goes up. Pollo gets hit hard. Clicks in the box. Gets hit hard though. Pollo. Big damage onto Clicks. They're not giving up without a fight. Peterbot now versus Veno. Oh my god. 4 Titans just going at it. Up in the sky. Holy crap. Peterbot 30 HP. 1 build. Peterbot goes down. That's all we needed last season. We needed EU.
Shout out to Oziantics for that clip right there, but that honestly could be a preview of what we are going to be seeing in FNCS heats as well as FNCS grand finals. I am so excited for all of the tournaments to come up within the next couple of weeks. The only sad part is we don't have any more FNCS for 3 more weeks. And then after this week's Duo Cash Cup, we don't have really any duo tournaments for 2 weeks after that. So we are officially on that little break period, but don't worry, I'm still going to have a bunch of videos coming out giving my predictions and talking about every single person that's in heats and everything to do with that. So make sure you guys remember, just subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss those videos. Something else that you can already see is going to be a huge difference in this season's grand finals is Storm Surge is so high. It wasn't just for teams that were struggling with Surge, it was so high for literally every single team, and you can really see the amount of quality players that are on NA this season simply because of the fact of how many of the big teams from EU came over to NA. I haven't seen Storm Surge this bad in a very long time, and I know it is just going to be absolutely insane in grand finals. Other than that though, that is pretty much all for today's video. If you guys enjoyed the video, let me know what you guys thought about FNCS week 2 finals in the comment section down below. Give me your guys' early top 5 predictions for who you guys think is going to place top 5 in FNCS grand finals this season. Remember, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. We're like 800 subs away from 50,000, so if you guys are new to the channel and you want to help me reach that goal of mine that I've been trying to hit for so long now, please just subscribe and turn on notifications. Use code KDOG in the Fortnite item shop and support me even more. It is by far the best way to support me. Thank God for another day, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out.